Meanwhile, more members of minority groups in the United States are buying guns as the fear of violence and crime increases.
VOA's own Shuman Abdi in New York spoke with some minority gun owners to learn more about why they bought their weapons.
Traditionally, most gun owners in the US were white men who live in the rural parts of the country. But that's now changing as more members of minority groups are buying guns. At Jimmy's sports shop in Long Island, New York, owner Jay Zeng has noticed the change.
A lot of Asian people come here and they buy firearms because we're here to help, and now they know, oh, we can have guns too, as long as we're a legal citizen in New York.
Zeng adds that Asians are coming to his shop in part because they are scared by the COVID-driven rise in violence against the Asian American community. But it's not just Asian Americans. According to the National Shooting Sports Foundation, in 2020, gun ownership increased by 58.2% among African Americans and 49% among Hispanics. Damon Finch, a firearms instructor in Newburgh, New York, also says the fear of violence is the motivating factor.
The issues of the George Floyd incidents, the Black Lives Matter incidents, and then, of course, COVID, where many people felt somewhat vulnerable, and the fact that they owned this instrument and really didn't know how to properly use it, and they seeked out an opportunity to learn more about it.
Pink Pistols, a group of gun owners who belong to the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender community, says their membership has also increased in recent years.
The folks that have been reaching out, some of them have been for fear of crime directed towards them because they're in the queer community. Some have been generally just because they see the state of the world, things going on all around with respect to increasing crime in some areas, especially over the last year or so.
Of the estimated 400 million guns in the United States, 98% are in civilian hands. That comes as a huge cost in human lives. According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, more than 45,000 people died from gun-related injuries in the US in 2020. Gun control advocates point to landmark research from the New England Journal of Medicine that drew a clear link between guns in the home and an increased chance of gun violence. David Yamane studies American gun culture.
If they aren't familiar with proper gun handling, if they are really new to guns and don't learn how to use them properly, we could see an uptick in accidental shootings.
Yamane adds there is no evidence to suggest that more legal gun ownership reduces crime. Yet gun ownership in the US continues to rise as more people decide that having a gun will help keep them and their families safe, no matter their race or identity. Anshuman Apte, VOA News.